Hi everyone, welcome to the Thinking Crypto YouTube channel where we cover the news, facts, and sentiments about the crypto market. If you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well as the thumbs up button. Guys, before we get into the news, definitely check out the interview I uploaded earlier today with Lisa Song Sutton. A lot of insightful information about the things she's doing from a political standpoint in running for Congress in the state of Nevada and the crypto regulations she would look to push when she's in office. So definitely check that out. Very insightful. We touch on a lot of different topics. Now, guys, the crypto market is looking very bullish. Since December, I've been beating the drum that we are in a bull market because we bottomed in December 2018 in Bitcoin specifically in the low 3000s. So we've been on the upward rise since then. Has there been consolidations on the way up? Yes, and that's normal market cycles, right? Now you guys know I look at the market holistically, not just from technical analysis, not just from the news, not just from the, what the governments are doing. It's a combination of all these different factors. Technical analysis is just one piece of the puzzle, and we can't, of course, use it as the sole authority of how things are going to go. It has to be a combination of things. So I want to share some technical analysis items here from some very well-known technical analysis folks. So Certified Technical Analyst CMT Crypto Bird here on Twitter had tweeted the following charts, and of course, you can pull this up yourself and look at it, but it's looking like Bitcoin is looking very bullish. We know the halving is coming up in May, and we're in a bull market, so we could anticipate some sort of bull run. Now, we're talking probabilities, not certainties, right? What's the likelihood of things happening? Because none of us can predict the future. So from a technical analysis standpoint, we could get a golden cross, the moving average of 50 and 100 day, and we could see some sort of breakout. So it's definitely looking bullish, and I always tell you guys, zoom out on the charts. You've seen some of these patterns before, and the market cycles, right, in bear and bull can take years. So we've been through obviously the 2018 and 2019 bear markets, and I believe we are in a bull market now. And bull markets themselves can last for years as well. So we are on the upward rise, and we could see, you know, from this chart here, it looks like Bitcoin can go 50,000 or above. So we'll have to see how things play out, but it's certainly looking very bullish. Now, also, what I found interesting is the technical analyst said here, first time I am bullish on XRP in my entire career. And he or she lists some reasons here. 7-month consolidation, price action near range lows, solid HTF bullish momentum divergence, major altcoins sleeping giants slowly awakening, might be a good addition for steady long-term growth. Enjoy. And he or she here gives the different reasons here, showing the charts. And obviously, I'm not a technical analysis person, but I know enough to be dangerous, so to speak, right? And it's certainly looking bullish, guys. So I hold Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP. Those are my top 3 that I continue to accumulate in the dips, not financial or investment advice. And we are certainly, it's primed to see a breakout for all 3 because of their exposure as the top 3. Bitcoin with the halving, XRP with a lot of utility and adoption taking place, and Ethereum as well with a lot of utility and adoption taking place. Now, even Weiss Crypto Ratings here, they of course now dabble in crypto as well, says here's how Bitcoin halvings have impacted the market. So does the Bitcoin halving help drive prices higher? Absolutely. The only question is now, how high will Bitcoin go? They also provided a chart showing historically in 2012, 2016, what the halvings did. And notice, you know, in 2016, you didn't see a bull run right away, but it came in 2017, of course. So keep that in mind. Market cycles, you got to be patient, but it's certainly looking bullish, and you know, we are the early adopters. Now, I gave you some technical analysis chart stuff here. The other aspects that I'm looking at is what is the sentiment, and when I see mainstream media like CNBC, and this was published on February 1st, tweeting negative content about crypto, I see that as a buy signal, right? Because many of us know when they start getting bullish on crypto, that's a time to sell or to not, you know, buy at that point because it could likely go down. We've seen that narrative, and they play that narrative pretty well. So they tweeted the following on February 1st. So once again, just recently, that an economist says their cryptocurrency should be shut down, and here's why. Then we saw the Financial Times here says Bitcoin's halving won't boost its price. Keep it up, guys. That's for the mainstream. But for you and I, who are the early adopters, the people who know what's going on, well-researched, well-versed in this, we see a different pattern here. So the average Joe may fall for this, but not us. And that's another bullish sign for me. And this was published, guys, January 31st, recently as well. So when I see negative content being put out by mainstream media, sites like Financial Times and so forth, and CNBC, that makes me bullish. And as always, zoom out on the charts, guys. It's all cycles, bear and bull, bear and bull. You just got to have the patience to go through the cycles, which can last for years. And, you know, I mentioned about XRP's adoption, and we are seeing here from the Liquidity Index bot, which is tracking Ripple's ODL, showing the liquidity around XRP. Man, the volume has been on the rise. Guys, it is looking strong as hell. And this is just like the tip of the iceberg. We know Coins.ph, Bitso, MoneyGram all working together. So Liquidity Index for Coins.ph, XRP / the Philippines peso, looking really bullish. Look at this chart, guys. And like I said, just the tip of the iceberg. Once I believe we get more regulatory clarity in the United States, you're going to see more corridors opened up, more volume, more banks, more folks coming into the market. But it's great to see the start of this. And here's another example. Liquidity Index for Bitso, XRP, the Mexican dollar, I guess it would be. It is up significantly as well. So I like what I'm seeing here, guys. The Liquidity Index for BTC markets, XRP and Australian dollar, I guess it is. Boom, up. I like that. So patience is the key. You got to crawl, walk, and then run. And think about that from a business standpoint. Ripple and Ethereum and others that are building a lot of different things. So certainly bullish activity here. Great sign of volume increasing. Finally, guys, U.S. Marshals will auction $40 million in Bitcoin this month. So this is very interesting. This is probably Bitcoin and so forth that they have acquired from criminals or whoever it may be. They seized people's assets for whatever reason, and they're going to auction it off. So the government's making some money off of this. And don't get me wrong, they sell a lot of different things that, you know, they like sports cars or houses and homes, whatever they take from folks, and they're gonna sell the Bitcoin. So you got the government selling Bitcoin here. So this is interesting. But what I want you guys to think about is, who do you think is gonna buy this up? Take a guess. It's definitely gonna be some institutional money, hedge funds, investment firms. I can see Fidelity backed, all those guys going and buying it, because they're gonna get it's obviously it's like a bid. It's an auction, so the folks will be bidding, but they could get some, at a reasonable price, I believe, here. And it's, let's see, $40 million worth of Bitcoin. So approximately 4,040 Bitcoin worth $37.7 million at press time. The auction will take place during a 6-hour period. On February 18, bids will be accepted by email from pre-registered bidders only. Bidders will also be required to make a $200,000 deposit before being able to bid. So that's not for you and I, right? Unless you guys got that type of money. But this is, the big money's going to go scoop this up easily, man, and grab this Bitcoin. So interesting stuff here, guys, and we are so early. The new asset class is on the rise, and I'm certainly bullish on Bitcoin and XRP and Ethereum as well. And I'm definitely I have a positive outlook on the market. Now, keep in mind, market cycles, both from a macro and micro perspective. You have bear and bull markets, macro perspective, but you're going to have consolidations and pullbacks along the way. So let's see if Bitcoin can head to 10,000 this week, and we'll see where we go from there, guys. Guys, what do you think about this news? Leave your thoughts and comments below. Thumbs up if you like this video. Please share this video if you found it helpful, and I will talk to you guys later.